Your focus determines your reality. Let's get into it. I call this your financial foundation, but I also call this financial symbiosis. And here's genius, and here's the thing about it, right? We have all of these things in our life. We have mortgage finance, we've got super, we've got investments, insurance, tax, accounting, property, equipment leasing and finance, legal services, budget and cash flow in our personal life. And then we've got those two wheels operating simultaneously. We've actually got that happening in our business life as well. Right? It's kind of like, and you're the business person, you're sitting in the center of this stuff, and you're the one who's actually in charge of trying to figure this out. Who's got this stuff sorted? There's always one. Oh, there's two this time. Three this time, putting her husband's hand up. This is kind of like a string theory. And this is what I want you to get out of it. I call it financial symbiosis because finance is an ecosystem. And if you think about it, like Kern was talking about earlier on, it's kind of like string theory or M theory. Like if you tug on one of these areas, you implement one of these areas, what happens is the others follow in some way, shape or form. Let me sort of set this up for you. If you're looking to achieve a mortgage, right? So you want a mortgage personally to buy a house. There could be a need for you to expose yourself to a larger tax bill in a single year, which means that you need to adjust your accounting and your cash flow management in order to be able to achieve the finance, make you presentable to a bank at a point in time so you can actually achieve your mortgage. And what I can tell you is not only does it affect that area, it then looks at you'll probably need to adjust your insurances appropriately because your exposure has actually increased. And you might actually need to incorporate the fact that you've got that new asset into some sort of estate plan. And the funny thing is, it's really not that complicated how it works together, but you're sitting in the center trying to figure out how this all works together. So what I'm going to take you through is how you can actually dissect this. But just understanding that this is an ecosystem and that what you really need to be doing is find yourself and give yourself the skills to project manage this, or at least be able to ask better questions, and that's what you're going to have by the end of this. This will give you your power back, right? This will absolutely give you your power back. Because who's felt like this? This is actually a video, and it's a student of mine. Actually, it's not a student of mine, it's a student of CJ's. And what's happened is basically we've gone on a jump and we practice habits all the time in order to be able to create awareness about what we do. But there's one thing that he hasn't done enough of, he hasn't trained enough, and now he's spinning out of control. His amygdala's fired up, right? Cortisol's pumping through his body. He's lost basic levels of intelligence. He's now in a world full of hurt. That ground is coming up super, super fast, like your tax bills, like your credit, and there's no way it's going to stop it. And he fundamentally does not know what to do. He's lost competence, he has lost consciousness. Thank God he remembered to do one thing that he'd trained hundreds of times before that ended up saving his life. Who's felt like that in business at some point in time, that you feel like you've been spiraling around and you don't have the skills, knowledge or experience to save it? Keep your hands up. Guys, have a look around. Have a look around. You are not alone. Whoever doesn't have their hand up is alone, right? We have all been there and we're there all of the time. So what I'm telling you this for is so that you can embed these habits. Make sure that you get some structure in your life, get some structure in the things that you do, get systems and operating procedures in place. We're going to go through how to do all of those things, but ultimately it's up to you to create the discipline in and around your habits, lots and lots of small little habits that are going to benefit you so that when you get into trouble like this, you at least have the ability to know the basic fundamental things that you can do straight away that can actually save your business, save your life at some point in time.